I don't rap because I master rhymes. Pull up on your bitch in my spaceship. Hella smoking, yeah, we looking, and you know we stay lit. Man, I'm posted and she scoping, so I know she want the dick. Gotta open.
All right, so to start off my debates for this year, I'm going to be debating a buddy of mine for my server, Skinny Santa. You want to say what's up?
What's up?
All right, so I basically posted something to my server after a few comments on recent debates that asked for Cap or Wolverine or Iron Fist and Spider-Man. So kind of talked to a few people, and Santa agreed he would debate me on Captain America versus Wolverine. And to kind of change things up from the last few debates, I will be repping Captain America. So with that being said, since you are the guest, would you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
I don't care, but I'll gladly go first.
All right, that's fine.
All right. So my argument is we've seen Captain America each other occasions before. However, with what Wolverine's shown, we know that he's fought against beings like Spider-Man, who've tangoed with Captain America as well before. Spider-Man being able to tag Quicksilver, and I have a scan that says that shows Spider-Man saying that Wolverine is faster than him, or at least faster than what he expected. And what else? We have Wolverine's been able to keep up with Thor, who, from what we've seen, seemed to be a little too much for old Cap to handle. So I would say, although this isn't like a speed blitz or anything, after a while he'd wear him down and cut him to ribbons once that shield gets out of his way.
All right, so to start off with mine, I guess I'll rebuttal a couple of your points. One, I think me and you would both agree that using the fights between Wolverine and Cap as like our only reference in the comic books would be stupid, because not only is it pretty much dead even for them in the comic books, the fights themselves were kind of circumstantial, to where it's like one side did not want to fight the other, basically, like every time. So that usually was reflected the fights. So my response would be that while this is probably like the closest character matchup I've had on my channel, I think Cap takes the edge in skill. I think I do know, matter of fact, I believe I have it right here. His shield directly negs whatever the claws are being used. The adamantium. Let me see if I have it on me. Well, here's one of them. Just him and Wolverine matched up, but basically his shield is adamantium vibranium hybrid in the comic books. Well, it is obviously it's not going to break. It's not going to break his adamantium claws. It's going to repel them, no problem. And I think what it's going to come down to is kind of who is able to get the upper hand first. And when I say upper hand, I don't necessarily mean like who lands the first big hit, because both characters, while Wolverine obviously has a better healing factor, both characters don't go down. So Cap's just going to outthink him. I'll demonstrate one of these examples. This is very significant, what I'm about to post, because Black Panther throughout his comic run, throughout Marvel, has a very high winning percentage against Wolverine. In fact, I don't think Wolverine's ever beat him. And right here, he tries to blitz Captain America, and he remarks that Cap, while suppressed, which he even notes himself, has a counter for everything he has and is essentially a perfect fighter. So because of the way Cap, which makes sense with Cap's biological enhancements, he basically 100% peak human evolution. So when he sees stuff, he immediately adapts to it. Whereas with as much Wolverine skill he has, he kind of goes instinctive, whereas like Cap's like a massive supercomputer type fighter.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what makes the difference, and both have the capabilities to at least put each other down temporarily, which would be a W. So I think Cap would get there first. So I'll let you rebuttal.
Okay. Here's my counter for the Savage part, or the part where you say he works on instinct and Captain America is more of a tactical fighter. I'll give you that point, but we know there's only so much he can handle, like the Hulk. And granted, that's not really a fair matchup. But we've seen Wolverine combat people like the Hulk before. We've seen him combat beings like Thor. And more specifically, Captain America doesn't have any way to really kill Wolverine. I mean, I'm sure if he got enough hits directly to the skull, he could get something working. But Wolverine's taken a nuke and got up more tick than hurt. I think I agree. Captain America is much more skilled. And I think that Wolverine's savagery is the reason why he's been able to keep up and fight so evenly with Captain America before, despite obvious circumstances. He's shown better stamina feats, like how he fought the X-Men and the Avengers for 3 days straight, as stated in your debunked video on Wolverine versus Raiden.
Yeah, no, I've given some flames out for Wolverine.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of cheated with the prep time, but
no, it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. Keep going.
But with the 3 days thing, he was able to fight everyone, including Captain America. I think he could just outlast Captain America and eventually either he gets enough hits into where the will take his toil and Captain America can't keep fighting, or Wolverine just outright just savages him like Hulk and breaks through his one. Let's be real here. The only thing that's keeping Captain America and Hulk keeping Captain America away from his claws is the shield. Once that's gone, my dude better start praying to make it a good one.
All right, so here's my response to that. One of my scans I actually showed you, Cap's literally strong enough to force Wolverine to stab himself. Like he took Wolverine's claws and put them back against his neck, and is like, bro, I will kill you right here, right now, with these claws. And another big part to this battle is I have a scene right here just kind of to show the discrepancy between both of them in terms of fighting skill. Mm-hmm. Right here, we see literally Iron Fist bodies, like fucking abuses the X-Men by himself. You can see Wolverine's there too. Wolverine got bopped. And then that same and if you also notice in that scan, he one-shotted Colossus. Mm-hmm. This same Iron Fist, Cap pulled up on him, and Cap kind of just chatted on him, like just completely bopped him. And that same Iron Fist fucked up and beat Sabretooth while Iron Fist was blindfolded. And Sabretooth is very relative, if not, he usually actually wins against Wolverine, unless Wolverine gets like a Zenkai. And I'll go ahead and show you this too. Let's see. Where is it? It was shown in a simulation of basically what Cap Shield's capable of against Wolverine. That when thrown with enough force, the shield itself can actually pierce adamantium because of its composition in itself. And if you notice there, Iron Fist is actually the one that threw it. Sue me.
It won't load.
It won't load. You serious?
Yeah, it failed to load, man. Hurts.
God damn it. Hold on, I'll take a screenshot.
Man. All right.
Because this is very crucial.
Okay. Glad I caught it.
So right here, it demonstrates in a simulation of shield versus the adamantium skeleton that the shield itself, even when thrown by someone like Iron Fist, has a 58% of killing him. Mm-hmm. And this same, you got to be reminded that Iron Fist is not nearly as good as throwing that shield as Cap is, as well as he doesn't have as much stopping power as Cap. So, mind, because like, both these boys are looking to put down the other. I think Cap actually could be able to do that, as he's shown multiple times. He can not only pin someone like Wolverine, he can pin someone superior to Wolverine, which is Black Panther.
Right. And as I stated before, yeah, I definitely agree. If he gets enough hits with that adamantium, or not adamantium, that shield of his on his head, he's definitely going to kill him. However, first of all, he was strong enough to force Wolverine to stab himself. Again, that was during the "I just fought all of your buddies for 3 days straight" thing. I could really argue he was fatigued, and in that same comic, because I saw that comic, it was a great one at that. Is it here? Wolverine kind of got up and disabled my dude's leg, and even stated, "I'm the best at what I do." And right here in this scan, no, not this one, this one, the real issue with Captain America is he's always needed help with Wolverine. In the scan, that's taking forever to load and will someday load. Here we go. He states, "Is that all you have?" He's like, "Oh no, I have the Avengers," meaning I might not be able to take you on by myself, but I have friends. And I think that plays a role in his major accomplishments, especially the one that you showed. He always has backup, whereas Wolverine has no problem fighting him. And in this scan, he straight up tells Captain America, "Don't even try running up on me." Cuts his shield and gut busts my guy. So I would say,
all right.
Yeah.
One of the major issues with that stance is that specific run is written by one author who, I believe there's Bendis, and then there was also Jason Aaron, so that would be two.
Yeah.
Whereas both these characters have appeared throughout time, like obviously Cap since the 40s. Wolverine really took off in the 70s under Claremont, which is also one of the best runs in comics ever. Y'all better read that shit. But anyways,
shameless plug.
So throughout time, it's been established that Cap's actually a better fighter, and in one of those, in a similar time period to what you just showed, there's literally another author writing, and Wolverine said he did not want to fight Cap because of how great of a soldier Cap was. He was the epitome of a soldier, so he really didn't want that smoke. And then here's another scan of I recently brought up Sabretooth, how Sabretooth has gotten dicked on by the likes of Iron Fist. He's also gotten dicked on by Cap, who, when he tried to kill Cap from behind, Cap turned around, slit his throat with the shield, put him on the ground, and he also said, "I punked Wolverine twice when I got serious. What the fuck do you think you're going to do to me?"
Yeah, those
so
are
like
good.
Clearly the history between the two, and especially scaling off what they've done to other fighters, I just believe when it comes down to a skill fight with Wolverine, he's going to lose to Cap. Because, against someone like Hulk, Wolverine can just go feral because Hulk's not a tactical fighter by any stretch of the imagination. And Wolverine can just literally outmaneuver him, get on top of him, and stab his skull and just, have fun with it. But against someone skilled and tactical, it becomes literally a different type of fight. And I believe that's what the issue will be for Wolverine. So that would be my rebuttal. Just throughout history, Wolverine beating Cap is kind of, as well as we even saw Jason Aaron. He had Wolverine fuck up the devil.
Yeah.
So,
I actually have that
Wolverine was
scan.
wilding in that run.
I'm glad you brought that up because I have that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would just say with that's one run, but throughout Marvel's history, Cap's been shown to be the way better fighter, as well as Cap's never really even lost to Spider-Man, whereas Wolverine's either tied with him, he's gotten him once or twice, or Spider-Man's beaten him. And we've even seen Cap contend with Iron Spider.
He's not gonna kill a kid. Well, okay, let me rephrase that. He's not gonna kill a kid that's his friend.
No, my point with that is even putting down someone Spider-Man to do, especially in his feral state. Not necessarily killing, but incapacitating him.
Right. Okay.
And he wasn't able to do that. And Cap's nearly as elusive as Spider-Man. In fact, we've seen Spider say, "Yeah, I have my Spidey sense," but Cap's as fluid as it gets, and Cap just punched him in his shit. So Cap's not going to have a problem hanging with Wolverine. As well as in that comic you showed the end of it, how the Avengers got involved. That same thing, Cap didn't want to fight Wolverine. Cap was actually telling him like, "Hey man, I want you to sit this mission out," and Wolverine jumped on him.
Well, he was also kind of talking smack, saying, "I can beat you." And Wolverine
yeah, but it was like a weird situation. Where Cap actually was just like trying, just didn't want him going,
which is most of their fights.
And that's actually like really out of character for Cap, as well as like he even said it in one comic fighting Wolverine. Might have even been that one where he said he talked shit to Wolverine. He was like, "I never do that," and he was like, "I realized it was a mistake." So I would definitely say that's out of character. And throughout the run,
he's always given the the army treatment. Like even with Iron Man, he's like, "I'm not going to lose to a pompous billionaire like you." So I don't know about the off character thing, but here's my thing. This is an uncontested point. Yeah, Captain America is way more skilled, and in a practice or in a non-lethal fight, they're just slapping each other, just going toe to toe. Sure, he's going to take that due to his raw skill. But in a death match where people don't give a crap about past alliances, and more specifically where this could take hours of fighting, here's the real problem. He can't. Who's more likely to put the other guy down first, as you already stated, is the main issue here. With Wolverine being scalable to Quicksilver, who's shown to be faster than Captain America.
Well, I mean
the crappy
real quick,
MCU.
that would actually still equate to Cap, because that was based off your Spider-Man thing.
Yeah,
and Cap's been able to tag Spider-Man no problem. So.
Oh yeah, but
and Iron Spider. Like an enhanced one too. So
yeah, but he's Wolverine, and Wolverine's also been shown to take on people like Speed Demon. He clapped that dude. The real issue is Wolverine took hits and fought against the Hulk and Thor, which are like a whole other tier. And his adamantium does neg durability, which is how we have an outlier feat of him stabbing Thanos. But it comes down to he's either gonna outlast him, as I already said. He's either gonna outlast him and just take his time and go savage on him, wear him down, and cut him to shreds after a while, or he's going to just go do what the Hulk taught him to do and just raw power him. Because Thor and Hulk, again, like you said, this comes down to scaling off of what they've done and what they've done to other people. He's shown to be able to continually match Cat at a slap fight, and against other people, he's fought Hulk, Thor, Venom, Namor, all these crazy dudes who can be sailed to solar systems.
Cap's also KO'd Namor too.
Oh yeah,
if you want to go that route.
Oh yeah.
But that was one of my higher ender feats I was going to use, but you brought it up. So
yeah,
I think the biggest issue when we address that is you're kind of more so looking at, okay, who could Wolverine beat that Cap can't? And the issue with that is just Wolverine's more suited for that style of fight, which is actually more of my point. Like Hulk smashes, like he just fucking hits shit. But Cap has a weapon that actually can damage Wolverine severely.
Right.
So, and another point to that, let me see if I have this scan on me. Let's see.
The thing is, like, yeah, he can damage him. But Wolverine's lethal. He gets one shot on that head and it's over. Cat's brain is on the sidewalk.
Yeah, I'm saying he's not going to get it. And like I even showed with Black Panther who has okay. Yeah, he's bested. Black Panther has bested Wolverine on multiple occasions. And not only has Black Panther said like this is the best fighter I've fought and the guy doesn't even want to fight me, which just shows that Cap's like always suppressed. This same Black Panther, Cap showed, even in a different situation, that I'm just better than you. And Black Panther scales above Wolverine just skill, as well as he's literally wearing a vibranium suit, and Panther can't beat him. And so just with the fact that Panther dances around Wolverine and fucks up Wolverine with his skill, as well as his ability to actually hurt Wolverine because of his vibranium. The same thing applies to Cap, and Cap's literally better at it than Panther is. So I would say, just as far as consistency and scaling off of an actual skill fight, which is what this comes down to with Wolverine and Cap, it's not just a smash and stab. Cap has the advantage here. as well as because he's suppressed so much of the time that literally I have a scan showing apps of suppression. Hold on.
Right.
This is kind of like a big point to my whole. He literally holds back all the time. When Cap was like, "Yo, I gotta take Homeboy down," this is what happened. Literally spins the motherfucker's head around like a dreidel.
Okay.
And we've seen him fight other people before where in the standard battle assumptions, which you kind of alluded to a couple times, Cap's going for 2. So Cap's not hold back. Cap's not trying to stop his friend from doing something stupid. Cap's trying to kill Wolverine.
Okay. I see where you're coming from. Luckily, I thought of this. Now, here's Wolverine. You kind of play him off as a savage animal. And to be fair, to an extent, he is. Wolverine is also skilled.
I didn't deny that. I said Wolverine is very skilled.
He's took on Iron Fist, who, as you've shown before, is somewhat comparable to Captain America. And again, what you said.
That's the same writer. I knew you would post that one. That's the same writer.
Oh yeah.
That literal Iron Fist punched through a dimension, and he lost to Wolverine.
Yeah. So if we scale rank here, we say that Wolverine was able to be a guy who punched a dimension on playing. But in all seriousness, he's able to keep up and fight against Iron Fist. And what you said about this being a skill fight, I am not. Yep, there it is. I am. Yeah.
Yeah, that Iron Fist literally soloed the X-Men.
Yeah.
Cap came in like a sub bitch. So
here's the thing: Wolverine can just. I think it's uncontested. He can take more of a beating than Cap. For Pete's sake, he hurt World War Hulk. But
yeah, I don't think anyone would deny Wolverine's more like naturally durability. That's stupid. But
yeah, but here's the thing: you said this will be like an all skill fight or something. I doubt that, because in all those slap fights, it's come down to Captain America being pushed on the defense because of how an aggressive and skilled and tactical mind Wolverine is. He's not. Yeah, granted, this isn't going to be an easy fight, but when it comes down to, I only need one shot on you, whereas you need like who knows how many.
Aww.
I think it's going to come down to eventually. Again, he's going to wear him down. He's going to exhaust him. He's going to get his little cuts in, and cut him to ribbons, or he's going to get that one shot off on him by finding a weak point. I mean, he's even shown. Yeah, there's Sabretooth. He's even shown.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about that in a couple minutes.
The guy's first of all, the guy's fast. That's uncontested. They're around the same speed, strength, etc. But here's the thing: Wolverine holds the regeneration edge, and he can fight for longer, and he's much more of an aggressive fighter. And I wouldn't say the gap in skill is that wide. The Black Panther thing is good, but that was against a guy who can. Well, he's not going to one-shot Cap. Wolverine's going to one-shot Cap.
Well, actually, he can one-shot. I would actually contest that. He can one-shot Cap easily with his claws.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let me take that back. Yeah, he can one-shot him. I forgot he has animated. Yeah, he's got vibranium armor. But it comes down to, as shown in their slap fights, even when they're both quote unquote. Because I would argue Wolverine's also holding back. The dude's not soulless. I mean, for Pete's sake, he argued his soul back with the Angel of Death that one time. So he's got a conscience. Yeah, he's got a conscience. And again, the same argument that you brought up for Captain America can be brought up for Wolverine. Well, he was also holding back. I mean, he had him on the ground in the field during that 3 days of X-Men and Avengers fight and said, yeah, I'm the best at what I can do. Have fun with your screwed up leg. Mine will regenerate by like tomorrow. Which is another thing, in a long, drawn-out fight like this, any not lethal damage Cap does to Wolverine will heal any damage that Cap takes is permanent. Or at least in the grand scheme.
I disagree wholeheartedly with that. We've seen Cap respond to attacks that literally one-shotted Wolverine. For example, Civil War. I don't know if you're familiar with one of the more initial runs of Civil War. Let me get that scan for you.
Oh, dude, I read all of Civil War.
Let me get it. Cap absolutely obliterated Nuke.
Okay. Now, give me some context here. Why is that impressive?
Nuke one-shotted Wolverine.
Ooh, okay.
It was literally in the original. I guess it's a history lesson for some people. In the original comic book storyline, Nuke was a mutant who unleashed and killed like a whole town full of people, and in that same like in that scan I just gave you, he's talking about it. He's like, because of you and what you did, all those people you killed, you fucked it up for all of us. So I can't let you do it anymore. And that same Nuke, that same Nuke one-shotted Wolf. Yeah, and that same Nuke one-shotted. He one-shot Wolverine.
Well, wait, are you referring to the time he got blown up or whatever by the nuke?
Yeah, he blasted him. He blasted. Nuke blasted him. Not an actual nuke, but
like, was it this one right here? Or am I thinking of something else?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
That's a literal nuke.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, if you're talking about that, then again, that was a thing where he got nuked and he got back angry and killed the Edge boy who sent that on him.
Also, I'll show you this. Deadpool, who's actually very relative to Wolverine, like they fight all the time. And Wolverine even says he hates fighting Deadpool because of the he said Deadpool's a fighter. And Cap completely bodies him.
Okay, for he hates fighting him. I think he hates him because of how he fights, not because of how he fights, if that makes sense. It's not because he's like some skilled acrobat. No, it's because he's a loudmouth and talks crap during all of his fights. And
Wolverine literally states word for word, he is a better killer than me. And in one of the Deadpool runs, Wolverine and the X-Force were going to hunt Deadpool, and Deadpool had lost his healing factor. And Wolverine said, I'm more scared right now than at any point because Wade's more dangerous without a healing factor.
Oh yeah,
and so like he's demonstrated that even he's Deadpool, he respects the fact that Deadpool is that good at what he does, and that same Deadpool got fucked by Cap.
Yeah, and that's Well, okay, if we're gonna argue Captain America's Deadpool level, he get killed in the Marvel Universe that one time, which whatever. But here's the thing with again. Back to the initial fight, it really does come down to after a while, he's either going to get tired out. He can't.
Well, he actually can't tire out. I don't know if you know that, but
well, yeah, he's like a super. Yeah,
he doesn't have any fatigue toxins in his body.
But he hasn't the stamina, or not really stamina. He hasn't shown to be able to fight long-winded fights like Wolverine has. Again, the 3 days of X-Men and Avengers kind of tops any feat really that he's ever shown. It shows that he's skilled. Shows that he's skilled enough to take on dozens of fighters.
Well, do you know what the issue with you saying that is you just admitted like that's not typical Wolverine showing. And what we're kind of arguing here is the consistency of their characters, skills, powers, all that.
Yeah.
And what I'm arguing, I don't even think this would be a long-winded fight because fighting serious, I actually think Cap takes him out a lot earlier because Cap's aware that if this goes into days of a struggle, Wolverine has the edge. Right. And as I showed you with his Black Panther encounters, which is on more than one occasion, Black Panther actually got the drop on him. Cap still beat him while not even wanting to fight him, which Black Panther notes. Cap read his emotions. Black Panther's like, holy fuck, like this dude literally can read my body. He knows what kind of state I'm in. He's just fucking me up. And then with the fact that he's literally regarded by Black Panther as like the perfect fighter and has a counter for everything, I think that's where Cap beats Wolverine somewhat early into the fight, because he's gonna let, like, for instance, Wolverine one time lost his shit on Cyclops, but Cyclops wanted him to because he needed Wolverine to get loose, and Cyclops bodied him in hand to hand. But it's not because he's a better fighter. It's because he was smart enough to lead Wolverine where he needs him to. So I think Cap would do the same thing, except Cap shits on Cyclops in hand to hand, as well as he has that vibranium shield that's has the alloy to end Wolverine.
Well, going off of what you said, again, it's uncontested. Yes, he's a better martial artist. Cap's a better soldier. And if we go off of what you said, if you do think that he's going to go in for the easy hit KO and try to not keep this as long as possible, I'd argue that'd play into Wolverine, because Cap's a better soldier. Wolverine's a better killer. He got the better body count, and stay in the time they fought. He's the best at what he does. He knows where to attack Cap. He knows where to dismantle him, take him apart, if you will. If he goes in for the fast KO, that's a death sentence. Because here's the thing:
that's not what I was saying. I was literally illustrating he would lead Wolverine to him to make Wolverine make mistakes early.
Oh, so you're not saying he's going to be aggressive? You're saying he's just going to keep it from going too long.
Yeah, he's going to lead the fight to where he wants it to go. And I think he would like, we've even seen Punisher has a winning record against Wolverine, because Punisher's just more tactical.
Well,
and that involves
we've seen
losing.
Hulk and Thor have a winning streak against Cap, and we've seen Spider-Man be somewhat comparable.
Yeah, but the argument we're having right now is tactically how the fight will go, and I'm illustrating tactical moments in which Wolverine loses and Cap doesn't.
Cap's not going to get the high ground and Anakin him. Like, no. Really?
Well, I actually think he will, because Black Panther, who is pretty much even with Wolverine and everything, the only discrepancy was he has his suit all over, which kind of nags Wolverine, as well as he's a more skilled fighter. This same guy can't beat Cap, and one of the reasons he can't beat Cap is shield is that dangerous, even to stop his. And tactical fight, even holding back, Cap dominated Black Panther.
Well, the thing is, Cap's got one. He only has one way to kill him, that shield. And you better pray to God that he doesn't let go of that shield, because if he does, it's over.
Well, I think we agree both have one way to kill each other. Cap's shield, Wolverine's claws.
Well, for one thing, Wolverine's got 2 claws. Cap's got 1 shield. But he can kill him without the claws. But yeah, basically.
Okay, so if we're going hand to hand, he's actually not going to beat Cap.
No.
You've already, yeah.
But I'm just saying, he doesn't, like, again, as shown in that scan where he, like, took out his claws, he doesn't need them. He can fight. Again, this comes, you're arguing from the skill set. Yes, that's true. But Wolverine's a better killer. Cap's not as good as a killer.
Well, we also have to examine, like, why is Wolverine a better killer? It's because Wolverine just kills more. That's just, but Cap doesn't have that in his personality most of the time. But when we do see him, but in the standard battle assumption, Cap does, and I'm saying what we have seen Cap unleash, he's a monster. Yeah, and like he even dominated U.S. Agent, who was like 10 times him physically, had the same training. It's just he's not Cap. And Cap obliterated him. And then Cap, at the same time, has obliterated someone like Batroc, who literally dances around Spider-Man. And when he knocked out Batroc was like, well, I'm at least like you're like one of your best foes, right? And he's like, no, you're not even top 10 when I'm serious.
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, Cap's getting serious is actually worse for Wolverine, I would argue.
Yeah, and I can see that. But here's the thing. Again, going back to the skill thing, Cap has one way to kill him. He's got to go for the head. If he goes anywhere else, that's going to either leave him opening for a kill shot, or he's not going to get any work done. And I would argue Wolverine would use that to his ability. I mean, he knows his weakness, and he's not just going to let Cap get that hit off on him. So he could do what he did in that one run where in that one where the Avengers basically jumped him. He's going to cut his shield and get rid of it and toss it and say, okay, well, what now, Pansy? Or he's going to get those little cuts in. He's going to go for the arteries or the areas that'll disable Cap. Because Cap can't take much. I don't want to like rag on him, but he can't take that much punch. I mean, in Civil War, we saw Iron Man basically blow the dude to smithereens.
I mean, you can literally see right here, this Sabretooth literally tried to kill him, and it didn't affect Cap.
Because Cap's because Cap's more skilled.
But that same Sabretooth goes blow to blow with Wolverine literally every time.
But that's
and same one, Cap stayed here again. I've literally destroyed him twice. What makes you think you're a difference?
Yeah, but there's only so much he can do, and there's only so much he can take. Wolverine's not just gonna let him one shot him. I doubt he'll be able to one shot him, but he's not gonna let him get those hits on. He has to take more. Let's be. I'm gonna be generous. Let's say like he gets like one shot in. The minute that thing connects to his skull, never again will he get that moment. Or let's say he does go for the bash, he hits him. The dude's gonna do what he did again in that comic I showed. He's gonna cut his shield, he's gonna toss it away, or he's gonna gut his arm. Gonna switch and then proceed to cheese the guy. There's only when it comes to it again, being generous.
Let me highlight this again. So, in a serious simulation fight, to the kill, Iron Fist himself packs enough power behind his throw to kill Wolverine in one shot.
Yeah.
Cap can easily do that. And I mean, I would argue honestly
Iron Fist
that going off history, that the Wolverine has a massive tendency to leap on people, like jump up and try to blitz, and he's gonna catch that shield to the skull and die.
Well, I don't know about
because Cap's trying to kill him.
Right, he's trying to kill him. And that's going to be the issue because it comes down to who's a better killer. Wolverine is a better killer. He knows.
All right, well, who's a better killer? Who's a better killer, Iron Fist or Captain America?
I mean, I honestly don't know that. Like, tell me.
And I'm showing you in the kill situation that Iron Fist had a 58% kill rate against Wolverine with that move alone. And Cap is going to have a way higher rate because he literally throws harder, and he's better at throwing his shield than Iron Fist.
He's better at throwing it, but can he throw it as hard?
Yeah. Oh, he throws it way harder than Iron Fist.
Okay.
The chi doesn't transfer to throwing shit. It transfers to punching shit.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't a chi blast. He literally just tosses it.
Right. But he. I mean, the tag.
Why would happen? It literally shows Wolverine's Iron Fist.
Right. He's trying to kill him. That's a simulation.
But it's simulating with the reason the simulation matters is because it's taken into account every fighter in the fight is willing to kill.
Right.
That's another point I'm pressing. And it literally shows the science behind the shield can kill Wolverine in one shot.
The shield can definitely kill him. That's undisputed. That's his one trick. But what then? You have one shield. He's got two claws.
Okay. Claws. So claws need to get close, right?
Right. They both need to get close.
Wolverine leaps. No, Wolverine leaps. He throws his shit.
Well, Wolverine doesn't throw his claws. But yeah, I get it.
I mean, Cap throws his shield. I thought I said. Well, yeah, Cap throws his shield. It's a projectile.
If he throws his shield, that's going to be game over. He's tag speed.
No, I just showed you why he would throw his shield.
Right. If he throws the shield again, you can't take a simulation for what I mean.
Yes, you can because the simulation literally demonstrates that the shield's superior to the adamantium.
I mean, Iron Man's tried simulations for why he would beat Captain America, and they don't go two ways. Now, obviously, Iron Man dropped him, but it's not gonna be a black and white thing. We don't even know. Again, this is very circumstantial. We don't even know if he'll get the chance.
But chance.
Because life is way more different than simulation.
What was I referencing in the simulation though? I'm referencing the fact that the shield is shown scientifically that it could break through the adamantium and kill him.
Yeah, I give you
as
that.
well as it shows with killing intent. And that's more my point than anything, is that the shield, because in a hit even thrown by someone like Iron Fist, Captain America doing it is way more devastating.
But Speed Demon's faster.
Okay, Speed Demon's also not
Quicksilver.
tactical. He runs back and forth. Quicksilver runs back and forth.
But he's faster.
So are you trying to like illustrate that Cap can't hit Wolverine?
I'm trying to illustrate if he tries that move, that yeah, you know what? Sure, if he uses that move, it won't work because sure they can throw fast, but that would do, I don't want to say travel speed, but that would equate to the shield's movement speed, which Wolverine's tagged beings like Quicksilver and Spider-Man Quicksilver and Speed Demon, which are way faster than that shield.
I mean, that same scan you throw, he can hit Wolverine with a throw.
Sure, he can hit him at a close range. Let me get my words together.
Well,
sure,
close range is even worse.
Well, yeah, no, he can hit him a few times. Don't get me wrong. But if he tries that lethal thing where he chucks with all his power, there's no way he's gonna let that happen. And go ask my buddy Demon. That guy's not. The dude's fast.
Well, Speed Demon also tagged him multiple times, and Wolverine had to wait and anticipate the run because Speed Demon runs a certain way.
Yeah,
Cap, literally illustrated by the Black Panther scan. Cap has a counter and reflex for everything. He's a perfect fighter. That's different than Speed Demon.
And Wolverine's a perfect killer. He's a better fighter, but Wolverine's a better killer.
Yeah, but what I also showed you in the simulation, that with killing intent, Wolverine is not as good as someone like Cap.
Killing intent. You know his body count, man.
Well, like obviously, yeah, I know his body count because Cap. The body count's irrelevant.
Who's the thing? And if we're going to take it realistically speak, he's not just going to chuck his shield right off the bat. This is going to be a very close quarters fight. Neither are going to let up because Wolverine knows he needs to stay close, and Cap knows he needs to hit his head. It's going to be a close one-on-one comparison. He's not going to get the chance to throw it because by the time he assesses the situation, says, "Okay, I have to throw," he's going to be on him. And Cap, like you said, is a very skilled fighter, so he's going to take it fist to fist rather than I'm going to chuck my shield and pray.
Well, no, he wouldn't pray. It would be tactical. Like,
well, yeah, it would be
staying.
Yeah,
and so accurate. He can literally throw it down hallways.
But again, Wolverine's comparable to Spider-Man who tagged Quicksilver.
And here's kind of my final point before we wrap up with conclusions.
Okay.
Cap has the way he's going to fight with killing intent. Wolverine has never seen before, so he's not going to expect the type of hits Cap's going for. Okay. That's another thing I would argue. So, like, while Wolverine can block most things Cap does to him in terms of just regular combat, because this is killing intent Cap,
right?
He some things he's gonna see he's not seen before, and with something like the claws, Cap at everywhere.
Well, I got the same. Yeah.
Wolverine's never seen
adamantium
alloy shield come for his head and pierce his skull.
I was gonna say I could argue the same for the again, Wolverine's also been holding back. He's not gonna kill his war buddy.
Yeah, but we've seen when Cap has seen that similar attack with Black Panther, which he bodied, and then with Sabretooth, who he bodied, he's just fine.
No, you're making it seem like Black Panther just took a massive dump on Wolverine.
Well, he actually has.
Well, he didn't go down like a pansy.
Well, Wolverine doesn't go down like a pansy to anyone.
Oh yeah, but he fought. He held his ground.
Yeah, I'm saying it's going to take him down like that. Superior to Black Panther. So I'll let you get any quick rebuttal in, and then I guess I'll conclude first since you went first.
Okay, sure. I guess overall, for quick rebuttal, I guess it really does come down to if, again, the speed thing, the skill thing is undisputable. Cap is a better fighter. But because Wolverine's a better killer, he knows where to cut and he knows where to tear. I think that would at least take away some of his skill advantage. I'm not saying it's a complete neg, but I think because he's been in these situations before, not a shield coming for his head, but he's been in situations where skill is like the Silver Samurai, who has a sword that is for his, as stated in your debunk video. He can take these guys on and he can kill them. It's only a matter of how long. But yeah, you can conclude.
Okay, so my conclusion would be we agree it's pretty much equal in physicals besides durability for most attacks going to Wolverine.
Mm-hmm.
This same Captain America is more skilled, and with that shield, he's able to get the kill. And I believe he will because Wolverine literally has never seen Cap try to kill him. And the notion that Wolverine's a better killer, I don't believe equates to a W for him, because that would be like saying Batman doesn't know how to kill. And so someone like a bank robber or a serial killer, like the dude that killed his parents, is a better killer. And Batman's simply not true. It's just a matter of applying that set of skills. So in the end, I think because of the skill difference and the fact that they're pretty much equal everywhere, Cap would win.
Okay. For my conclusions, again, we equal on the terms that this is a highly skill-based fight. And I brought up what my main points was he's been able to combat people who have shown to be too much for Cap, such as Hulk and Thor. And because of his killer instinct and based off of the instinct of shown, this would be quite a hard fight for Cap, and there's only so much damage he can take. Really, what I'm going for is Wolverine would get his little nicks in, he'd start cutting him, and eventually Captain America would simply take too much damage, and he'd cut him to ribbons, and his killer instinct would help him to somewhat suppress his soldier skilled nature.